Like, I wonder if, like, when this video came out, if they, because it looks ridiculous. Like, you can kind of see it in the bottom. You can kind of see, like, he's got like one of those, like, it looks like a ergonomic pillow.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of sleeping in like almost like a donut hole of, and then he's got the eye mask. I wonder if he was like, I wish I wasn't wearing an eye mask. If this was me, I would consider. I'd be like, well, maybe I just won't show the part where she pans to me. But it's pretty important that I'm in it. KFC Radio is presented to you by Stacker2. Is loud, aggressive, straight out of the Attitude Era. I added a R there, and I took away a syllable and Attitude Error. That was bizarre. I need my Stacker2. I need to get up. Stacker2. It's an OG in the energy and supplement space. Stacker2 chew gummies pack a punch. Small package, big energy. Big. Kind of sounded big. Stacker2 chew gummies are energy shots are designed to give you maximum energy while still tasting amazing. Stacker2 chew energy gummies are a bite-sized burst of delicious energy packed with B12 vitamins that help you take on whatever comes your way. I mean, I'm just going to do it right now. I'm obviously dragging ass right now. I got to get my Stacker2 going right now. It's towards the end of the day. We still have an interview. It's time to get going. Look at that. Easy open. Shot. Oh, wow. That is delicious blue raspberry. Except I gotta go to the gym after this, too. This is the whole thing. And it's time for me to bite back with the stack. You also can bite back with the stack and go to Stacker2 Chew Energy Gummies and go buy Stacker2 Chew Energy Gummies and B12 Energy Shots at Dollar General, where you can find all your favorite Stacker2 products, or you can go to Stacker2.com.
It's another edition of KFC Radio on the Barstool Sports Network. It's your boy KFC alongside Feitelberg. I haven't seen you wear anything other than loafers in a minute.
Yeah.
Or like your socks with your socks with Birkenstocks.
That as well. I've been off shoes, off sneakers.
Yeah.
Kind of mixed it up.
It's weird that
got my red bottoms on.
Oh shit.
No, they're Del Toro. But
I know, but that's
bottoms.
Cool. That's fucking dope.
Check it out.
Well, yeah.
One board member.
I was gonna say. I'm surprised you're wearing the same as this low life over here. Did anybody from Del Toro hear the episode or see any clips or anything?
Yeah, they confirmed that I was on the board.
Bro, you're such a motherfucker with that little bro tweet. That was low. You went low on that one, man. You went low.
Oh, before you get going, I have a question. Is it weird that I'm wearing this shirt?
No. Is it weird when I wear it?
It's like
I have the same one.
I definitely got a look on the subway, and I was like, I obviously,
I guess it's like
I knew what I was doing.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
If you have a giant sign over your head that says, "This is me dressing as Peter Pan as a little kid," then you'd be
But
a
I
little
think
less
it's
weird.
I've had this shirt for it's my friends wore it for like my 30th birthday, and I've had it since then, and I've always worn it under a shirt. And today was the first day where I was like, you know what? It's kind of funny to not wear it under a shirt.
Fuck it, yeah.
And I stand by that it's kind of funny, but I see the other side too. It's a little weird.
Super petty. Super pedo.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, kind of. Like also, like I don't know. I think it's gotten worn enough where it's like kind of cool. Like it's just like I don't know. It's just like that could be an album cover, like a retro album cover.
If you put parental advisory on that, people would maybe, because people probably walk around with their Nirvana shirt.
Yeah.
And that guy's dick is out.
This is just me.
It's just you. But
I do like that.
Also weird.
When I was whatever age I am in this picture, and I dressed like Peter Pan for a year, I like that 7-year-old me had a knack for foreshadowing.
Never land. Never gonna grow up.
I'm Peter Pan all the time. But I did get a look on the subway, and I was like, yeah, all right.
Checks out.
I get it, but also
bro, you've been getting judged by subway dwellers quite a bit. That's not great.
Well, I didn't get judged. I almost got in a fight, but that was.
Well, they're judging you. They don't like you.
That one I'm 100% in the right. I don't know if we were talking. It was very quick, but like it's just I was getting on the subway. It's been like 3 days in a row where someone started walking on before I walked off.
Yeah, I mean,
and I was just like, I'm just gonna walk right through this guy.
Absolutely.
And
when that shit happens,
he was not happy. He was.
Did you get verbal?
he got verbal. He like stepped at me and was like, "What the fuck? No, you fucking motherfucker!" Blah blah blah. But he was like this big, and I just laughed really loudly, and he's like disrespectfully loudly in his face.
Like,
And-
like that,
like it started with a smirk, and the more he started going, I just laughed louder.
Yeah.
And then he turned and walked away.
I mean, that's one where I will be like, I will sit down with you right now and explain subway etiquette. I will explain to you why I am in the right here. Fuck out of here.
I mean, it was
All
like,
elevators too, same shit. People rushing on. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Like there'll be seats open. There'll be more space. Like the train's not gonna
subway's never
leave.
packed. There's always
Yeah.
I mean, at least the times I ride it, like it is. But for some reason, every single and like it's not like I'm like rushing off. I'm standing there.
Yeah. Right.
I'm there. It's not like I come out of nowhere to get off. I'm right there. I get off first.
Fucking crazy.
But whatever.
Animals. They're animals. Okay. Who we have a guest today? No. All right, just me and the boy Feitelberg solo today. Board member Pavs, Jackie behind the glass. We'll get it to voicemails. We got a couple of Emma the assholes I think are good. We're gonna start with the Trevor Bauer news though. Yesterday, Trevor Bauer comes out with 2 days ago. Trevor Bauer comes out with a video that has motherfucking receipts, assuming that that's all real as well. If you didn't know the Trevor Bauer story, The Athletic wrote an article about him probably 2 years ago now. And she said she had a concussion with a fractured skull and 2 black eyes that she had a picture of. And she said that he punched her in the pussy and he put it in her ass while she was asleep and like all of this crazy graphic shit. And so he got suspended from the league for
Never.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 184 games. It was like the end of one season and then a full other one. And the whole time he maintained his innocence but never said anything. And then the court case is now over. That I don't. So there's also here. I just want to get all the facts because there's multiple accusers. So there's still other open accusations, I guess. But this one, which was kind of like, quote unquote, the main one, if you will, not to, rank any of these things, any of these accusations, because they're all bad. But this was like the one girl that was really, in the news. And so there's open cases. There was also, like, I was reading some tweets that were like, he wasn't really, like, exonerated as much as, like, the case was thrown out because it was, like, weird. Like, they were like, the whole thing was a shit show. And so I don't know, like, legally what happened. All I know is that if this fucking video is real and everything he says in that is true, bro, I mean, why would I guess when they tell you to, you have to legally, but I would have just been like, no, I'm putting this out right fucking now. Because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it doesn't matter. And a lot of people are being like, holy shit, he deserves all the apologies. He deserves, you can like sue the league and all this shit. The girl Molly Knight who wrote the article, I think, deleted all of her Trevor Bauer tweets and went private on social.
Really?
She was the girl who wrote
I saw one thing where, like, The Athletic had her medical records.
The skull?
And it was like, they reported her skull was fractured and...
It just wasn't.
It just wasn't.
It just wasn't. That one is really bad because you like Dave was saying with his article, like with his shit, the newspapers can always go like, well, I didn't know they were lying. Like the victim told us the story and we reported it as accusations or whatever. But if it's like you had the medical reports and wrote something that wasn't in there, then I think you're lying.
Yeah.
So that's where I think they'll be fucked. I did a 1 minute man. I don't like Trevor Bauer as a person. I just think he's an asshole. When this first broke, I did a long 1 minute man explaining all the details in the article. But I kind of left it at like if Trevor Bauer was punching somebody in the pussy and doing that shit, he's a fucking weirdo. Stay away. But there was I did like list all of the shit that happened, and then for that to all like, I mean, what's it called with the evidence, the metadata somehow can prove like the date that video was made and sent and all that. So it's like the day that she said she woke up in the morning and had 2 black eyes and a concussion. That same day, according to this metadata, there's a video of her in bed with him, like la la la. He's sleeping. She's just kind of like smiling, and
she's I'll call it mischievously smirking at the camera.
Mm-hmm. And then the text messages are like, "I'm going to trap this man for his money."
I genuinely don't understand. Like I also think Trevor Bauer is an asshole because he's an asshole. And I saw like this video.
Let me just interrupt real quick. Like that, it's
he was an asshole before this.
Yes,
he's an asshole,
and that's like you can't. That's the number one thing that people do. They're gonna be like, I don't like Trevor Bauer, so like I want this to be true.
Yeah,
and it's like it's just not. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he's an asshole. You don't have to like go defend him or whatever. But it's like that guy deserves to at least be like, this is the truth.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, yeah, I don't like him for a million other reasons, but he didn't do this shit.
I started the video like, all right, I'll watch this asshole's dumb.
Yeah.
And then like after the video, I was like, ooh,
holy shit.
Right. He's still an asshole, but it seems like he's not a raping asshole.
Yeah. Right. It's like not a rapist is, you know.
But the like watching it, I guess it's naivete or ignorance. Like, I just genuinely don't understand how people like this exist. Again, I'm going to stop doing the fucking caveats, but, like, if all those texts are real, that video, like, I genuinely don't understand how you wake up in the morning.
And live
like
your life, yeah.
Like, how do you exist as a person? And you know, if the reverse of the situation had been true, I wouldn't understand how a person like Trevor Bauer exists. But, like, I don't understand how a woman like this is a person. Like, how you get up every morning, as I've said, and just like okay, time to go about my day and send text. Like people who text message are just dumb. Don't ever fucking text.
If you're gonna like, I mean,
but like
I could see like, I could see like Alex Cooper and like and Sophia like sending text messages being like, I'm gonna trap this guy for his money.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like saying.
But
but if you.
Saying it, even joking about it. I don't understand how.
But I think that's a joke. You know what I mean? I think, there is a, you know, there's just some chicks that do this. It's like, I guess I'm sure there's guys that manipulate too, but it's like this is just. Maybe it's like guys manipulate by like they're physically bigger and kind of like stronger than you. And can, like, manipulate you and, like, harm you that way. And girls can't do that, so they come with this shit.
I don't know the psyche of...
Because, like you said, that psyche to me is, like, you're fucking crazy. Like, what do you, like, how do you live with
you know what sucks is the word crazy. Crazy, you can't use the word crazy anymore. Yeah. Because then it's too, and I agree.
Too white guys saying girls are crazy.
Broad. Everyone, it's like any word that gets popular and it just starts getting misused, where it's like, oh, dude, my ex is crazy. And it's like, oh, why? Because you guys got in a fight one time? That's not
you
crazy.
were yelling at each other?
This kind of
crazy.
shit is fucking crazy. And it is... I don't know. Like that's the word. I'm going to use it.
Crazy.
This person's crazy. This is a crazy woman right here. This is... I don't get how...
Well, I mean...
I don't know. I'm just going to keep saying I don't get it. I don't get how you can do that. It is...
I think it's usually like in a sense of entitlement, like they deserve to be treated in such a way, and if you're not giving that to them, they're like, it's my, like, I'm going to take it or force you into it or whatever. But it's like, what is really crazy is usually at the heart of this is like a girl, like she wants him, you know, to either like be in a relationship with him or have sex or whatever. Like usually, if the girl doesn't like a guy, she's just like, fuck him, you know what I mean? But it's like when they obsess over a guy, they do this shit, and this shit is the stuff that keeps like sends them running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like if you wanted him, I don't know, like if you wanted his money and shit, you probably just like should have fucked him and been normal. He would have given you money.
I hate all relationships.
All of them.
Because I think
they're so stupid.
I think, but like even like whenever I'm in a relationship, and like I'll always have a girl say, not always, but like it's happened before, where a girl's like, oh yeah, I knew you liked that, so like I pretended to like that, or something like that, and I'm like, I get it, because like guys, I do the same thing where I'm like, I'll not pretend to like something, but I'll be more interested in something.
That's
because
different, though.
But even at that level, I'm like, I feel duped now.
Yeah.
like any time you form a bond with somebody and they're like pretending to like something. Not, again, pretending is not the word. We're like, because I do the same thing. Where it's like, it's a show of affection because I want to be interested in what you're interested in.
It. Yeah.
But
that I think is fine.
But I
think so?
To me, it feel it's my own shit. But like I'm always like, well, what the fuck then? So like, it's not. I don't feel lied to, but I feel tricked.
When you break up or something? What
Just when I hear it, even like I'll stay together. I won't like be a fight about it, but I'll be like, I feel kind of tricked.
But I'm saying when you hear what?
That like you didn't actually like something as much as you did.
When they do it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Totally.
I'm like, wait, am I a fucking idiot then?
Well,
Why did I fall for that?
I have said to myself many times, like, how stupid can you be, dude? But I also, it kind of goes back to when we were talking about the internet, when people are like, you got duped by that, and it's like, well, I don't know.
I just believe what you told me.
Yeah, and so like when someone, it's like, oh, you didn't like. You didn't know that she was crazy, or like you believed that.
I think
thing,
it's just laziness.
Like,
I think that's why you can easily trick me. I'm just lazy.
Yeah, I think it's lazy, and you're not like a low life piece of shit. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I don't think about like, oh, they're probably manipulating me and scamming me and fucking with me right now because I don't do that to other people. I don't even know how to look for the signs.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like Dave. I don't even know how to say misogenic because I'm so not misogenic that I call it misogenic. I will say I think it's okay to take interest in what your spouse, whatever, partner, or whatever, you're fucking,
Or like, but
I
agree.
I think two things. One, it depends on like how long you've been together. You can't just be like boom right away.
Yeah.
And two, the intensity with which you do that.
Correct.
Like, I'll be honest, it was, not to go back to Taylor, but like a girl being a baller on that level, all of a sudden being like all in on the Chiefs and the colors and the uniform and I was kind of like, whoa, like, let him come, like, play ball a little, like, play hard to get a little bit.
I
Like,
agree, but he also started it. I agree,
True.
But he was also like, I tried to get her. I was at her Swiftie show, and I tried to get her my bracelet.
Yeah.
And that stuff. But I agree on both sides.
I could see him wanting it, but she should be like, fuck, I'm not gonna put your jersey on right away or whatever. You know what I mean? Some shit like, I'll do that when we're down the road. Because then where do you go from here? And it's just, like when I'm thinking of sports in my head. Like if somebody was dating me and all of a sudden was like, let's go, Mets. I'd be like, oh, come on.
Can't I have my own thing for a little bit?
Yeah, that's the other thing too. As I've gotten older, I have flip-flopped probably 3 or 4 or 5 times over the course of my life from like, man, wouldn't it be so great to date a chick who likes sports, to being like, oh, well, now I got to watch sports with her all the time, and I'd rather have my guys do that.
Yeah.
But then come back being like, but ultimately it's better because she gets it when I'm like wanting to watch. I go back and forth all the time on that. But there is something to be said for like, it's like, oh, you like to golf too? Oh, great.
I remember that was an ATI question. Like, have your girl go to the gym with you?
Mm-hmm,
Like, I don't want, bro. There's an old man at my gym who wears a high school T-shirt from my hometown all the time, and my parents are begging me to talk to him and just like just find out what the fuck. He's an old man in New York City who's clearly from our hometown.
Yeah.
Just say hi and like find out who he is. Like he probably knows us and shit like that. And I'm like, that's the last thing I'm ever gonna do.
Ever.
Just so like I don't want a gym companion. I like when I'm doing my own things. I like to have my own things.
Yes.
And I made the mistake of wearing a Bruins hat one time at the gym. Now I gotta talk to this guy from Lowell every day. And I just wear black and black. I wear black shirt, black t-shirts, black shirts every day.
That's great. I am nothing. You don't know where I'm from. You don't know what I like. I am no things.
He from Massachusetts. It was during the playoffs last year. He from Massachusetts. What do you think about tonight? I'm like, fuck, son of a bitch. But it's I don't know. Like I feel bad for Trevor Bauer. I still think he's an asshole for different reasons. But
I definitely, I mean, there's a brotherhood of guys who've been fucked with, And
these episodes are fun when we just unspokenly work through our own shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We're spokenly
Kind
doing
of.
it. We're speaking it. I do wish I almost like was like ride for the homies more, like off the bat, being like, this chick is probably lying. It's so hard, dude. I will say it's getting increasingly harder to believe all women, but more importantly, like, you cannot trust anything anymore.
I was gonna say, I just don't believe anybody ever.
Right, like we talked about it with Dave and all the shit that people write about him. The Athletic, like,
With anything, to be clear.
by like their general persona and reputation, I would be like, if something is written by the Athletic, like, they investigated it and they vetted it. And it's like, why did I assume that? Like, they're a relatively new publication. They went and they signed like a whole bunch of like sideline reporters and like fucking talking heads. It's not like these people were like, coming out of like Columbia Journalism School or some shit, or like a bunch of authors or something. But like, there's just a certain reputation with, like, I don't know, the way you write sounds articulate. Like, you got to use big words, so I'll believe you. And it's like, but then you read like, something like the opposite, and you're like, well, I don't know that one either.
Yeah.
It's like, I can't trust fucking anything ever again. That's why I hate.
That's why I'm going to do Greatest Survivor. I'm not going to trust anybody. It is like I've said, like, I'm good at keeping secrets because I'm not really listening. Like,
Yeah. It's like,
I'm good at this because
I don't want to tell
believe
to anybody
anyway.
else either. I don't want to talk to anybody. But like, I hate the middleman, like, takes, but it's at a point where I'm like, that's all I can do.
Yeah.
Just be like when I do 1 Minute Man these days, a lot of times it's like, now if this is believed to be true, I think XYZ. But if this is believed to be true, this is, it's ABC.
And it does I think I've increasingly throughout my career gotten more and more into, like, well, I don't, like, when things are, like, I'll have an opinion when he's in jail. Like,
True.
I don't know.
Well,
it sounds not great. If you want me to get worked up about it, I'm not
Yes.
going to, because we'll see what happens.
Yes.
But, like,
and then it takes 2 years, and you're kind of like, oh wait, what was this case again? And it's like, whatever.
it makes it hard to be an entertainer because I don't believe anything, and you can't get worked up about it. Like, it's just like, I don't know. We'll see
You
what
almost
happens.
need, like, we should just put this up here. Allegedly, all opinions are based on what we perceive to be facts at the time, whatever the fuck it is. I would have to imagine the Athletic is gonna be in some trouble.
Yeah, I would be. I mean, you can't. I guess it comes down. It's one of those things where it's like either you did it intentionally or you did it.
Unknowingly.
Yeah, but that's not the word I'm trying to think of. But yeah, well, like, it's either it was either malicious or
Negligent.
negligent.
Yeah.
Negligent. Either way, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Like,
right. Either you weren't doing your job well, or you were like really not doing your job. You were being fucking, going after
Either
somebody.
way is not good. There's
Yeah.
no good way to have it come out.
I would say negligent would be better, but not.
yeah.
Because with something like that, it's like you should say to yourself, "This is too radioactive, too third rail for me to go in on because I don't have all the facts." You know? But she'll just say, like, I thought she was telling the truth.
Mm.
The medical records thing, though, is sus. If they said we had the medical records and, like, wrote about that, she'll probably be like, I was a doctor, I can't interpret it, some bullshit like that, but that's...
But, like, I mean, like, you should talk to a doctor. You shouldn't
right.
offer medical opinions.
Yes, and that's where the negligent thing comes in. I believe that Molly Knight was the champion for, women's rights, and, like, particularly had written about domestic abuse and violence and stuff like that, which is all very well and good when you are correct and you're going after the right guy. But I think that might have become like her beat, if you will, which is kind of crazy to think. But it's like
that
you almost hope, deep down, probably you're like, ooh, another story for me. You know what I mean?
That's one of, and I'm going to say the internet, but I mean, I'm sure it happened with old media too, where, like, when you get a good response to anything, you're like, I'm going to do more of that. 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 And then you're eventually probably going to find yourself in a hole, like, I don't have one.
But this one looks like,
Yeah.
good enough, and it's a big name, and,
Right.
all that shit.
and it happens with every topic and all that stuff. But like, there is, I think it's that addiction to praise and being like, "You're doing great, you're doing great, you're doing great work," and like, shit, I don't have any great work right now.
There you go.
Yeah. It is.
But if somebody came to me, I guess this is you can't say it until you're in the moment. But if somebody was like, you can't talk about this, or it will jeopardize your case legally and like give them the upper hand and you might go to jail. I've always said I'll take anything other than jail. But in this case, like, you're fucked if like you don't speak up right away.
Yeah, I think I don't know obviously, but like I think Dave is someone who's the same, and he didn't speak up. I guess he did right away.
Did. Oh yeah.
But like,
maybe no. Dave is the opposite.
I guess I don't. Really
but I don't
know.
think he was being legally. That was just like an article. Because
he said like I don't know. Never mind. I don't know enough to speak on anything.
I think he sued her in order to try to get the evidence so that he could like see what they had, but that doesn't work that way. But so that I think they were just like writing an article about him. They were not like charging, going after him with charges. And then he sued her, and they were like, "You're never gonna win this because newspapers like never, lose." But he wanted to try to find then show me the text messages, show me the evidence you're talking about. But the system is like so corrupt, you don't even get to like see the evidence against you. So it might be different if these are like. I am pretty sure I remember reading about this that it wasn't criminal. The criminal thing he had already been cleared of, and that this was civil. So in that case, I just feel like a lawyer could tell me no, and I'd be like, "It's happening, dude. I don't know. I'm putting if you knew for a fact, like if you're like no, if it was some he said she said shit, and you were like, I did like whack her in the face, and like I thought she liked it, but she didn't like." But if you are like, I have the evidence of her with no black eyes. Like that means if she like put on, did he say like she puts on makeup and shit like that, like about the black eyes in the video?
No, he didn't.
Because that
he just said like you can see her, she's fine. I'm asleep.
So like if I was like,
like this is actually perfectly Trevor Bauer. I guess I can't speak because I'm not a sleep mask guy.
He has a mask on.
If you put on an eye mask when you're just like in bed with somebody, you're an asshole. Man.
Total asshole.
And like, dude, we just
imagine being like, you just fucked this girl, and you're like, good night. See you in the morning.
You didn't watch the video?
No.
Yeah, she pans over to him, and he's like sleeping on his back, which is weird.
Hey, don't knock him, man. Some people got
on his back in an eye mask. Not like a.
It's like what do you mean? Outside? Did you 24 hours of sunlight?
It is. To be fair, it is very bright in the room, but I don't know. Close the blinds. I think again, because I don't sleep with people like that. Really, where like
you're just silly. You look like a silly asshole.
If you I feel like if you're having one night stands, maybe if you're an old fucking married couple, you can put on your night mask.
Yeah.
To be clear, I'm not talking about like an eye mask like under your eyes, like for skin, like one of the blackout masks, so it's dark. And you're an old couple and you read and you turn out the lights and you fucking put on the eye mask and you go to sleep. That's a different thing. If you're just like fucking a person for the second time when you pop on an eye mask, I don't know, man. That seems crazy.
Especially if you're like, for some reason, like being a professional athlete who's like supposed to be some sort of, have a reputation to be like, good night, gotta get my beauty rest. Like, okay, dickhead.
Like I wonder if like when this video came out, because it looks ridiculous. Like you can kind of see it in the bottom. You can kind of see like he's got like one of those like it looks like a fucking ergonomic pillow.
Yeah.
And he's like kind of sleeping in like almost like a donut hole of, and then he's got the eye mask. I wonder if he was like, damn, I wish I wasn't wearing an eye mask. If this was me, I would consider. I'd be like, well, maybe I just won't show the part where she pans to me. Like, but it's pretty important that I'm in it.
It's like blurred out. It's like, no.
It's you do like a Jimmy Simpson in Always Sunny where you kind of just draw eyes on like Photoshop. Like, no, I'm not wearing an eye mask with the person I fucked the second time.
But yeah, I mean, to sum it up, like, I'm sure there are some guys that do stuff like this too. But as always, big generalization and stereotype here. I can't believe that they're,
there is certainly guys who do it. There's like anyone who does it, you're a fucking
You're a
psychopath.
fucking asshole, yeah.
It's. I do.
But there is. I just feel like it's usually a female because like.
I think this woman has mental issues. Like it's not like a.
No, yeah.
I wonder why doesn't this happen to female celebrities? Because guys definitely do it to like regular women, and guys definitely do it, and there's probably more physical and stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's why I asked the question earlier. Do you think like the male version of this is like I hit you or I intimidate you physically? Because I don't know. I have not heard many stories. I hear of like guys stalking, being like
that happens to female celebrities a lot.
Yeah, where it's like obsessive, like following, texting, or calling somehow if you have the number, showing up at the house, or like physically hitting. I feel like there's that version, and then it's usually more female is like using your phone, social media, the law, your public perception to manipulate, like,
but
like I don't hear many stories about a guy being like, I'm gonna release our text messages to the world and you're a girl, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like I wonder why I think the stereotype or whatever is that like the guy celebrities are fucking everybody. I feel like that doesn't translate to female celebrities. That
say again?
Like that like oh, rock stars, they fuck all the chicks.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't it assumed that rock star women aren't fucking all like groupies and stuff like that too, and it never happens that like a guy did something has a video of them in bed and lied about them being violent or something like that?
I would imagine I think there still are just some like basic stereotypical again differences about like men and women where like I don't think if you're a female rock star you like want to fuck groupie dudes. You're like, oh, you're gonna like throw me some lame dick? Like, don't care. You know what I mean? A hot chick can just get fucked, and a guy's like, cool, whatever.
But there are hot dudes who like fucking rock stars.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, Jackie. What do you think? I feel like it's not, it's not as desirable to just run through like random dudes that like don't know what you like and don't know how to make you come and like all that sort of shit. But
yeah, I also just like, I mean, first of all, it is definitely like a, you're obviously looking for someone like with, like status is like evolutionary wise, like you want somebody probably your, like I don't know if it's like a groupie that definitely feels kind of I don't know.
Yeah, I also think that's a thing. Like guys, I think like girls who are groupies who are like you're so awesome. And I think typically girls are usually like it's the opposite. Guys that like blow them off or like, if you're like all about a chick, she's like, ew, that just give me the ick.
Yeah, you're
so like a
turned off by
groupie,
it.
if someone's like, I am a diehard fan, it's probably like, get out of here. I'm gonna go fuck Travis Kelce.
Trying to tell me I don't have a shot with Taylor? Dude, Kelsey tried to give her a bracelet, man. That's groupie behavior.
Yeah, that is true. But like that chick said in the video the other day, he's 6'5" and about to fucking, pound her through the mattress. So.
I also don't think that women can talk about it as much. Like, if you are, like, it's probably a little bit more taboo for a woman to be like,
That's
yeah,
true.
I'm fucking everybody.
I'm fucking all my my fucking stands.
I guess, so if a dude...
Like no, obviously, super hypothetically, I fucked
Taylor Swift.
Taylor's in a relationship. I don't want to fuck with that. Like, I don't know, whatever. Ex-celebrity. Selena Gomez, sure. And I was like, she's into BDSM. She tied me up. She fucking put fingers in my ass. Like, would that be as big a story? Probably, because it's Selena Gomez.
I feel like, remember when Terry Crews came out and was like, I've been raped before? And everyone was like...
You're a pussy.
That's who it was, right, Terry Crews?
I don't remember if he said rape. I'm sure if you remember about. He was he definitely addicted to porn at one point.
I'm pretty sure he said he was like physically assaulted, and everyone was kind of like, "You're a pussy," or like, "How could that happen? You're so fucking big." And he was like, he was a powerful executive.
But like the same kind of story where I was like, I was into it, but to go too far.
Oh yeah, nobody would care about that. Nobody would care.
So that's you think
I mean,
why it doesn't
care is the
happen?
wrong word. I think
yeah.
it would be they would care. I do not think she would get in trouble for that.
She didn't listen to my safe word.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like fucking crazy, maybe. But if you were like, yeah, you know, she put a finger in my ass and that was not allowed, I think, you know.
I mean, I guess now that I'm thinking about it a little more, like we do know how it would go. It would go like every teacher sex scandal.
Yes.
Where it's like,
Yes.
good for that guy.
Well, lucky day.
Lucky
Yeah,
him.
yeah. It's like, he was a 14-year-old boy getting fucked by his science teacher. It was the most like horrific thing that can
living
happen.
out the dream.
I mean, I used to say that shit too.
Yeah.
But like, and part of that is also just like having fun, fucking around. But like, it would be horrible.
Right.
Like, that's so horrible. If like a 8th grade boy is like his first introduction to sex is like some old teacher blowing him or something, like you're gonna be fucking warped in the head for sure. So I don't think
I'm
that.
also sure like a man would be less likely to come out with that and admit that
Yeah.
than.
But I'm talking about doing it for money. Like it
Yeah.
seems like this was her intention. Like you'd have to think at least once ever there was a situation where a male fan or a male groupie or whatever this woman is was in a position to have some
Get
text
exploited,
messages and
get
have a story where like sex went a little awry to at least try it.
That's almost what your first example was, but I think you're talking about like if that guy was like, I'm gonna release this video of you kissing me, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I guess.
I think that again.
I honestly don't really know what I'm saying, but I
understand. I think that, you know, girls are like, a girl like this was openly like, I'm going to get this guy to choke me and I'm going to take his money. I don't think many guys do that. But I also think that's
But
just...
I'm wondering why. Like, what,
yeah.
What,
I mean, I also just think it's like, you know, like...
I'm not advocating for it. I'm just wondering the psychology.
I
why
think it's also goes back to just like probably money, gender roles when it comes to money, and where it's like girls are the gold diggers, you know. Guys are they're earning and they have the money, and the girls want to fuck a guy for money.
I'm
that certainly
I'm
goes.
Gonna start this shit. I'm be the Amelia Earhart of
I'm the Amelia Earhart of gold digging.
of taking celebrity women's money.
That would be great. That'd be so awesome. If you just took Gwyneth Paltrow for all her money.
Yeah. I got that goop cash now. Gwyneth would be a believable one too. I'd be like, she made me fucking do yoga for 8 hours.
Dude, that would be really funny if, sort of like when Me Too was going on, and the joke or the conversation was always like, oh, like, so-and-so is probably sitting at home sweating bullets, like he's next, you know? If there was a female version of that,
like, shit.
She's like, oh my God, I
Sounds like
definitely...
what I do every weekend.
Yeah, I for sure put my fingers in that guy's ass.
That's illegal now?
Yeah. That would be so fucking funny. Calling her girlfriends, you think I'm okay? I don't know, you did. That'd be great.
I got texts on Gwen. KFC Radio is sponsored. I don't know why I start so loud all the time. I don't have to yell it at you, right? KFC Radio is sponsored by BetterHelp. Do you ever feel like your brain is getting in its own way? Yes. Like you know what you should do, what's good for you, but you can't do it? Yes. Therapy helps you figure out what's holding you back so you can work for yourself instead of against yourself. It is a pretty easy thing to do. Go to therapy. It actually is. You know, obviously in modern times, it's talked about ad nauseum. Where I don't think it. I mean, maybe in some circles it has the stigma, but it is so easy to go now, and it is so easy to see how much it helps and how much just talking things out and hearing them said out loud. I do it on the show all the time. I'm just like, oh, I said that out loud. That sounded dumb. You gotta do it. It makes you a better person. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/KFC and get 10% off your first month right now. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC.
All right, let's get into some Am I the Assholes here. You want to go first, or should I go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
This guy got texted to me. I'm sure it's from another podcast or something like that. What would you do? I guess, are they the asshole? This is one of those. This is just a story because this person's definitively an asshole.
Okay. You never know.
It was a fiance.
A fiance. You said
Fiance.
it.
My fiance.
Fiancé.
My fiance.
Do people say fiance are assholes?
Wait, who say it in general?
Like sometimes you can tell people like to say it. So like if you're friends with somebody, like if I was engaged to somebody, and you would know them very well. And instead of saying her name, I'd be like, my fiance, my fiance, my
Oh,
fiance.
yeah,
Like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, bro,
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
Samantha. What are you talking about? You know? And people do that with wife, husband and wife, or fiance. Like, well, my wife says this, my wife says that. It's like, dude, like, that's my fucking cousin. Like, you don't. It's not your wife. She's a person.
Yeah.
That shit drives me crazy.
I get that. But it was a fiance who was nervous about getting married because she was worried her husband was going to find her stash. I would like
Stash of
people to guess
what the stash was.
what the stash was.
Jackie, you want to go first?
Wait, say that one more time.
It's a fiance, and she was worried that her husband was going to find her stash and what his reaction would be.
What would you be scared of? What kind of stash do you have that you would not want your fiance to find?
Stash.
Well, no one's ever going to guess it. So I guess I'll just say.
I was thinking a stash can be drugs.
Okay.
It can be like porn.
Okay.
I think maybe like sex toys.
Wrong.
Like clothing. Like a guy could have cross-dressing stash. I don't think
Wrong.
girls can really do that. A stash of my favorite. Yeah, girls are so dumb. This is probably gonna be like so innocuous and like nobody's gonna care.
I think like I wouldn't love like
Don't
a
think so.
guy to see all the stuff like that I use to keep. Like I would like it just to be like, oh, like she just naturally, like face shavers and.
Okay, yeah. It's
stuff
like, oh, that
like
bitch is
that.
Shave
hairy.
your face?
Yeah, like like I have a mustache that I'm constantly like.
Yo, you know what's so funny?
Bro, you shave your face?
Yeah, everyone shaves their face.
Dude, they all do.
Yeah, they
what
all
do you call
What?
it? It's like microderm or something. Micro.
But you shave it
Yeah,
with like
microdermabrasion.
like a men's razor?
No,
that's what's funny.
Like,
Oh,
Dude.
okay, that's
Yeah.
different.
No, but this is what's funny is the ones that I've seen, at least I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, Jack. It's like basically a straight blade razor dressed up to be like pink and like it's covered like, and so it's I don't remember the term, but it's something like microblading.
I've heard
blah, blah,
that
blah.
term before.
And I think I saw one, and I don't know if I'm getting the term right, but I was like, that's a motherfucking razor. That's just a fucking razor that you're using to shave your mustache.
No. I'm using like a thin blade thing.
But that's-
But
yeah,
I know
yeah.
exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yes, but
and so
that's
you like get in the bathroom mirror and you're like,
Yeah.
they're
You do,
shaving.
like, right there.
They're shaving their mustache. But it's good marketing because Jackie's like, no, I'm microblading.
It's like a cute mustache. Yeah.
why do you guys get why do we get mustaches? Why do people get mustaches?
I don't know.
I think hair is grown as a protector.
To what? Like why is why like
your
I know your eyebrows
head makes
for
sense.
sweat.
Yeah, your eyelashes keep shit out of your eye. Your eyebrows for sweat. This is protecting probably from the sun and stuff. Probably it could be the same thing for here.
But you don't get it on your cheeks and stuff. You just get it like on your lip.
Just like lip, but there's peach fuzz too that like is up. Like people try and get rid of.
I mean,
I
knew
I've
girls
dated girls before who had a lot
too
of
much peach fuzz. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that is like a thing or whatever.
Yeah, I've made out with fucking what's his name, who's rednecks north of Richmond or whatever it is, Richmond north of
Oliver
Richmond.
Anthony.
Oh yeah, I've made out with Oliver Anthony before, basically.
And also, wait, this also reminded me yesterday, like when you guys came into my apartment, I remember I had to hide like because I have like exfoliating gloves, but they're the same thing as the gape gloves.
Oh my god!
That's a good stash.
I didn't want you guys
Yo.
to think I like have gape gloves. Coffee gloves.
Yo, if I ever found out that a girl that I just know had gape gloves, it would shatter me. I would have to like break up with that person as a friend. I'd be like, well, we have to fuck now, or like I can never talk to you again. But you got gape gloves, girl.
That is very, very.
It's also just so terrible that like we've poisoned her mind to the point that she sees a pair of gloves and she's like, the guys are gonna think I use that to open my asshole. That is terrible, dude.
We were in Jackie's apartment yesterday filming a sketch. That is
Funny.
My new favorite out of
Very fucking funny.
It's a 10 out of 10. Jackie and Sass are so fucking funny.
Sass is hilarious.
It's really you're very good. Both of you
Jackie's so
were
hard on
born to
herself.
play that role.
That's very true. But in general, she's good and she doesn't get it, and she's so hard on herself. As like the first thing she says on the skit is like hi or something, and we were all watching it, and so on the skit she's like hi, and Jackie goes as if there's like a bad way to say hi. It's like
but anyway.
by the way, facial hair is for protection for biological purposes for vulnerable regions around the jaw to help during strikes in combat.
Oh yeah. What does that fucking mean?
It's like if you would I get hit with a fucking sword in my face. I don't
That's
think
the dumbest shit I ever heard. But the stash is a jar of his cum.
She keeps his cum?
When she goes to the bathroom, she spits it into a jar.
First of all, she's sucking a lot of that dick, huh? I am altogether, simultaneously, all at once, turned on and disgusted.
Oh, I am just strictly disgusted. That's so deranged.
Yes. I don't want...
Wait, it goes further, by the way. She...
How much?
I don't know. I didn't get specifics. She takes it out.
I'm gonna puke.
It actually makes it less disgusting, but it's still incredibly.
Takes it out the jar or takes the cum out of the jar?
It takes the cum out of the jar.
Dude, what?
She
play with it like Nickelodeon Gak.
She feels guilty because she has this secret that she secretly spits her fiance's cum in a cup, and then she dehydrates it, uses a spice grinder, and snorts it to give herself the feeling of her crazy days when she did drugs.
This is not a real story, is it?
I mean, I didn't make it up. Someone could have made it up and told me, but
because we have heard there was like a voicemail or something about a guy keeping the cum, right? There's a cum jar for sure.
There was a cum jar around. Yeah.
And I think he didn't want her to find it. It was the other way around, I think, or he did find it and she did find it. And it was like, what the fuck? I am a little turned on.
Oh,
not because of like literally all that stuff. But if you're just like, I just fucking love cum so much, that's hot.
No, dude, that's like, I mean, I would break up with
it's a bridge too far.
I would break up with you in a heartbeat.
I probably would too, you're right.
In a heartbeat.
But I would fuck you one more time. I would fuck you and be like, you want this cum?
Yeah, I would be. It's.
I mean, like
it's a violation, Kevin. If you told me you were doing it, I still wouldn't like it. But like, bro, that's my DNA. You know what you can do with that shit?
Yeah, for real. That's the other problem. You can't break up with that girl because she's clearly crazy, and she also has a lot of your DNA.
Like, I'd throw it at the wall, and then throw bleach at the wall, like after a crime, so you can make sure. Or maybe I guess I could just skip a step and pour bleach into the cup. But
yeah, why would you put it on the wall? That's contributing yourself. Oh God.
The
jar of cum is so gross. Like you ever those porns where like somebody like 1,000 guys come in a cup.
Ugh.
And it like turns like yellow almost. It's like what the fuck?
That's why I can't make egg whites. I've seen too many porns
too
like that.
Too much bukkake porn. I mean, cum in general is very funny because cum is a super important part of sex. You know,
some would say the main part.
Yes, and then you watch a lot of porn.
I wouldn't, now that I think about it.
Some would though.
Some would, yeah. But I would have counted myself among that some.
Well, okay, so that's kind of my point, is that you see some porn, and then you get a little older, or maybe this happens, it might happen to you young, it might happen to you later in life, that's up for grabs. But when you start to do some of the stuff you've seen in porn, you find a kinky girl, or a guy, you meet like, meet somebody who's like, oh, this is fucking, like now we're fucking. And so you get to do all the things you see in porn, and the cum is the cum stuff, I think, is way better up here than it is out here, like
Ugh, we disgusting.
because you get that moment of clarity, but the damage is done. Like anytime I've ever given a girl a facial, I immediately regret it.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, what? Oh my god, it's in
it's
your
the
eyes, it's in
worst
your
thing in the
hair.
world.
But right before it, I was like, this is about to be awesome. I've fully grown out of that. I haven't done that in a long time, and I've gotten like kind of propositions like, you could do that if you want, and I'm like, that's what I want. I just want a girl who will let me fuck her in the ass or will let me come on her face, but we don't have to do that. But I know that you're down to ride, so that's cool. But we don't have to do that because the whole thing's a production.
I don't want to get up so fast.
Yeah, because you got to do work afterwards.
I'll lose blood, rush my head. I'll pass out.
You get all wobbly. Yeah, because that's the other thing. You're most likely you're standing, and sniper got me. And then it's like pooling up, like right here. It's like pooling up, and you know that they're gonna have a red eye for like the next 36 hours.
I've had it happen when because then afterwards you're like cleaning up, and I'm like, I'm gonna help. This is so
Right.
weird.
Well, like handing
so weird.
handing somebody a towel of some sort.
Sucks, dude.
Sex sucks. Handing someone a towel when they're covered in your cum, particularly on their face, feels like the most degrading thing of all time. And I know that's part of it. Degrade me.
It's always
Sure.
funny. I'm always laughing, but I'm always like, this is so weird. Like, but I say we're always laughing, but it's always like, this is so weird, dude.
I think doing that and laughing is even crazier.
Oh, I've never been serious about it. Like I think 100% of the time, like post sex, I'm laughing. We are laughing. I see you saying
About all sex.
About I think every
Or when you do shit like that.
that. Not all sex. Sometimes it's just I'm either out of breath or I'm laughing.
Sometimes both.
Yeah.
That's something.
It's just silly. The whole thing is very silly.
Bro, that's why, like, sex tapes crack me up because, like, porn stars know how to do it, Guys can fucking throw dick. Girls can, ride it and roll their bodies and shit. But, like, regular people who, like, film themselves, it's got to be like, oh, delete that right away.
I don't think I've ever filmed myself as sex.
Seeing somebody, it's just like, because it's so much hips. It's like the average dude, like, moving his hips is preposterous. I'd be like, if you showed me just on a dance floor, you'd be like, what are you doing? If I was fucking moving, like, what are you doing? That's what you're doing in bed.
There, honestly, you can count on, like, one hand the amount of times in my life where I've, like, rolled my hips right because I'm like, whoa, what was that?
It worked. Yeah.
It's like a golf shot. Where
Yeah.
you're like, whoa, how did I do that?
Can't replicate it ever again, though. Yeah. I mean, it's in the moment. It's stuff you want to do for sure, but that moment is fleeting, and then you're like, sorry, but if I were to do that, and she were to, like, really lean into it and still love it, and if she was really into cum, I think that would be hot.
I'd be like, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah, it does feel a little bit performative.
Yeah.
But if for some reason I got the impression that you were, like, really, you see a porn star fucking, like, feeding it to herself, it's like, that's an act. But I don't know if it was.
I'd be like, why do you like something? Like, you can't like things a lot. I don't like anyone liking things a lot.
Just in general?
In general.
Can't like anything? Or talking about sex?
No, you can like things, just like them the normal amount.
Well, what if there are cum sluts out there?
They're abnormal.
Yeah, but
they don't like things the normal amount.
I think that's, if you're gonna like something a lot, I think cum is a good one to like.
Oh, I'd rather you like ice cream. I'd rather you be like, I fucking love gelato. I'd be like, hell yes,
Me too.
We can do this together.
Yeah. You're not gonna judge me when I eat a
Anything,
pint.
too. Like I think it's a turnoff when someone just like, because I think it's like there's
It's
something.
like what we
wrong
talked
with
about earlier when like you're dating someone, you can't like them too much too quick.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, why are you so into my cum?
There's something
That's suspicious.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
completely. I'm suspicious of people who like things too much. Because I'm like, there's something wrong with you that like.
I've also found, I think, anytime I've heard a girl tell me that, I'm like, you're either lying, but I don't think they are in that case. I think it's like, you like me, and then so you're just like, everything about me you like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like, I'm sure, you know, it can vary in taste and feel and all that shit, but overall, it's not great. And I think, but if you like the guy, or am I wrong, Jack?
I feel like I feel like I have a normal relationship with it until I recently thought about it too hard, and now I like got the ick. Like, you can't think about it too hard, or else it's gross.
I mean, it's
theory.
literally an ick. Like, it's the number one ick thing. Like, you were thinking about, like, what it is and where it comes from and
Just
stuff? Or, like,
sometimes, like when it's just a whole cleanup process,
yeah.
it's like, damn, this is sticky.
Yeah.
And then,
Dude, when water hits it, it just becomes this
it
weird.
spreads.
You
It's
gotta use
like one of
cold
those
water.
like towels that you like after the shower, like when you try and like, you know, it's like that doesn't actually absorb anything. Like I feel like it's just all. Anyways, I just think that I think that if you think about it too hard, you wouldn't be as enthusiastic.
That's
about it.
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because,
Well,
I
yeah,
mean, when
and
you
you
think
don't
about
have
what
to-
it is, like, it's warm, it's a weird thing, it's a weird flavor, it's a weird, you know, there's nothing literally appealing about it other than it's attached to sex, and we all like sex. But,
I feel bad whenever I make a mess
right.
with any substance.
Right.
I'm like, I made a mess.
Right.
This is, you want me to help clean it up? This is ridiculous.
That's why I also could never. I mean, I will try anything once if you're really into it, but I really don't understand how people do the pee stuff, because that would be like that times a million. At least cum is like.
At least you're in the shower already, unless you're doing it on the couch. Then
I was
you're
gonna
a
say
crazy
some
person.
people probably don't, but like at least cum.
Bro, I
is
pee on people all the
related
time. Never
to
mind.
sex. What?
Don't pee shame.
Yeah, you don't pee on like their face.
No, I've never sexually done it, but if I'm in the shower
If
with a
you
girl, I'm
if you
peeing on
get
her.
like when I see like when
If I'm in the shower with anybody, I've peed on guys in the shower before too.
you're a fucking creep. You're a fucking creep.
Communal showers, not single showers.
I'm going to say not the asshole though, because I don't kink shame. John does.
Oh, I'll kick
John
shame there.
does. John's a piece of shit.
Straight talk. That's what I give you. That's what John McCain gave you. The Straight Talk Express is coming your way right now. A new Straight Talk wireless offering is available starting October 5th. They said 10/5 and tried to trick me, but I got it. 10/5, October 5th. Where you can get a Walmart, what the heck? Where you can get a Walmart Plus membership included on select Straight Talk wireless plans for free. Only Straight Talk Wireless gives you unlimited data, talk, and text, plus a Walmart Plus membership included on select plans for free. What are some of the perks of Walmart Plus, you ask? I'm wondering. Let's figure it out. Through select Straight Talk wireless plans, free delivery from Walmart stores. Free delivery. Bang. Lock it in. Free shipping. No order minimum. Anything you want, boom. Right to your door. Paramount Plus membership. Paramount Plus, by the way, one of the more underrated networks out right now. Lioness is flames. Lioness, if you haven't watched Lioness, go watch it. Zoe Saldana, Morgan Freeman, Nicole Kidman, produced and directed and whatever, written by from the brain of Taylor Sheridan. It's got everything. Membership prices on fuel at gas stations with Walmart Plus. All this you can get with Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless is available at Walmart and Walmart.com right now.
Am I the asshole for telling my coworker that his wife isn't pretty? 25-year-old female. Have been at my workplace for almost 2 years now and get along with most of my colleagues. We regularly go out every other weekends and have activities, which most of our colleagues join in, including my colleague Max, who's a 33-year-old male. Max is a very outgoing guy, extroverted, and has been at my workplace the longest, 6 years, as the turnover here has been quite fast. I get along well with him, considering him my best friend at work. We share banter and have a good laugh and have similar extroverted personalities. Max regularly attends the work activities and is the life of the party and the workplace. His wife of 10 years used to come to activities sometimes before I joined the workplace, but no longer does since having a baby a while back. What really annoys me is how Max always puts his wife on a pedestal. He's always going on about how she's the best cook and how she has the best looks and figure he has ever seen. A simple conversation between colleagues regarding which celebrity we fancy would be, nah, man, no one beats my wife in terms of looks. Who is the best looking in the workplace? Nah, no one here. I've got really high standards. Have you seen my wife? Some of our colleagues have agreed with him, saying that his wife is really gorgeous, but I'm sure they're just humoring him. We were going through each of each other's videos on TikTok when a coworker commented to Max, his wife resembles an anime character. She's slim, long black hair, and Asian. And I joked that she's not that pretty. Pfft. Max got offended and retorted that she didn't need fake eyelashes and fake hair to look passable, and that he understands why I need those things. I got angry and told him to piss off. Since then, Max has not been speaking to me and makes passive-aggressive comments. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think so.
This is funny. This is just another group of incels. You feel like, whoa, she's not as hot as an anime character.
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy.
Chill out, dude.
This is some crazy shit.
I think you're the
comments
asshole.
are overwhelmingly like you're jealous and all that shit. I think
Was it a girl or a guy?
It's a girl at work.
It's
so funny you asked that though, because when I first read this, I thought it was a guy, and then when I thought, I don't know what I thought, but it definitely changes when it's a girl, because it then can be like a jealousy thing, but also I think she's almost like more, it's like more like she can comment on it because she's a chick. I don't know. I think the dude being like, my wife's so hot, and like every walk of
that
conversation,
dude sucks.
that guy sucks.
Yeah.
And then if you find out that she's not that hot, I'd be like, that's the girl you like always interject into every conversation. All roads always lead back to your super hot wife, and then you see that she's like average. I'd be like, that's it?
I wouldn't say that.
But
so that you'd be the asshole to say it.
Fine, but I think I would be happy that someone else said it. So I can't justifiably call you an asshole. I would be like, fuck, somebody said it. You know, if I felt again, if it was like, if it's as extreme as she's talking, like every single time you bring your wife up, it's kind of what we were just talking about. My wife this, my wife that, and like, and then so a lot of the comments were like, you're jealous. I originally thought it was a guy. I feel like a guy being like, dude, she's not that hot. To me, it's more just about how often the guy brings it up and says it. If it's not a lot, then it's like, yeah, you sound like an asshole. You don't need to talk about my wife like that.
Yeah.
But if it's like, my wife this, my wife that, and then you're just like, holy shit, this girl must be fucking incredible. And then you see her, it's like, come on. It's like anything. You hype up something so much. It's like, that's what you've been so annoying about at work for the last 6
but like,
years.
dude, we were talking about it with Nate the other day. Like, you share an opinion on anyone's relationship. Like, I don't want to know anything.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you think about the relationship I'm in, I don't want to know. Because probably deep, dark down in some fucking part of my brain, I know it, but I've suppressed it so far that it doesn't need to be something that is considered. Like,
Yes, listen.
Like, I've had buddies be like, like, she's blank, or you like this about her? Like, what? And I'm like, I didn't fucking think about it.
Yeah,
and now I'm actively thinking about it all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Why don't you just leave me and my relationship alone?
Let me and my completely broken relationship be broken. I mean, every Am I the Asshole is ultimately like, you're all assholes for doing things proactively, saying things proactively, all that shit. I agree with. Like, of course you shouldn't say any of this kind of stuff. But if we're going with the baseline of like, okay, you're already established as an asshole who like unnecessarily gushes about his wife all the time, and then I see the goods, I think I'm within my rights to be like, you make it a part of every conversation, and now I have a frame of reference.
Yeah, but
So next time you're like, bro, Megan Fox, like, no way. My wife, I'm gonna be like, yo, your wife is not even close. You know what I mean?
See, if you showed me a picture, I'd be like, whoa, dude. But I guess I probably might have to opine. I wouldn't. I'd do it. Obviously, I'd be like, what are you, out of your fucking mind? What's wrong with Megan Fox here?
Yeah. But I think that's kind of what she's doing.
Yeah, I guess she is.
I think people are quick to be like, you're jealous because you're a girl. And I think she's more like if she just does this to everybody, I'd be like, yeah, okay, you're a jealous hater. But it's like, it has nothing to do with this girl. It has to do with this fucking guy. You know? One of her replies was, I'm not jealous. I'm just embarrassed for him. That I like. And then she goes on with that he's being delulu about comparing her to celebrities.
Delulu?
Like
okay,
delusional.
she's definitely the asshole.
Yeah, she's the asshole there.
Like,
I forgot
are
about that
you
part.
kidding me?
Delulu.
It's like a TikTok thing right now. I know.
If she
thing?
just said,
Well, it's just like everyone saying Delulu.
do you say it?
No, I don't say it. I'll say it ironically as a joke, but like.
Yeah, but that's
it. Nope. Jackie says Delulu.
No,
Jackie-
I swear.
Jackie, all of
I
those
started
things start
saying-
as a joke.
I know.
I started saying bro, ironically, in 2012.
Dude,
I'm now a 35-year-old man who cannot stop saying bro.
Yo,
I know, that's
I
like dog
say-
for you and me, I feel like.
Dog, yeah.
I say bro to start every sentence.
Yeah.
It's like you just don't need to say bro, but I do it every time.
Dude.
It's a white man's N-word for me.
Yeah.
It's like I just say it because it hits
I
better.
remember vividly on the Blackout Tour when I jokingly started doing it. I was like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
Bro.
Now it's like an exclamation for me. I'm like, bro! Bro! Are you kidding me?
I can't
bro.
stop.
And
saying
dude, too. Same thing. Dude, bro. Dude, bro. Dude, bro. Dude. Yeah, whenever you start saying those things, like, it's like, no, I don't say it really. It's like, but you're saying it.
Yeah. It's a
Now that you
viciously.
guys are aware of Delulu, you guys will probably start like, oh my god,
You're Delulu if you think I'm.
100%. You're 100% Delulu.
I'm
if
gonna
you
start
think-
saying Delulu, not ironically, because when I went, oh, she's the asshole, in my head I thought that's fucking awesome.
I mean, there definitely is a way, like there's for sure a way to be like, did this grown woman just say like Delulu? But also her being like I'm not jealous. I'm just embarrassed for this guy because he's Delulu.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh,
Dude,
you're cool.
any new words I hear, I like quickly go like, that's so dumb. And then like again after I use it ironically, I'm like, nah, that's kind of good. Delulu went through that life cycle real fast. I love Delulu. I'm a huge Delulu guy.
Yo, let's make Delulu the official word of KFC Radio. It's not am I the asshole, it's are you Delulu.
Delulu's fantastic. And I knew as I was saying it, like, she's an asshole. I was like, you're a liar, bro.
And then,
I'm glad I got to admit that quickly too, because that would have eaten away at me. Like, why are you pretending to not love Delulu, John? Delulu's a great word.
one of the comments is, God forbid a dude is Delulu for his wife. And it's like, but it is kind of like, dude, you know, like the gayest shit in the world is liking your wife. Like being like gushing about it. Like when you're married, it's like you all like trade war stories about how much it sucks. Nobody likes the guy being like, oh, my relationship's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if it is, you just don't say that. So I could see the other side of it being like, you're Delulu. And then like, but so this is what really bothered me is I started reading the comments. This girl can be an asshole, that's fine. It's more praise for the dude. People being like, this guy loves his wife so much, and it's like that's not what it's about. Like you can love your wife or your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, whatever. It's about like jamming it in people's faces all the time.
Yeah.
It's
About
not
liking things too much.
Yeah.
Like your wife
it
a normal
really
amount,
is.
dude. Don't be weird about it.
And it's like, and like when you're talking about something else, and you know, all roads lead back to your wife, man. It's like, it's one of those like if you're talking about it, you're probably actually compensating for something,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, he's gay.
Let's get into our voicemails. What do we got, Jack?
KFC Radio is brought to you by Body Armor. It is real hydration with real ingredients packed with electrolytes, vitamins, and nothing artificial. Body Armor has great tasted flavors like strawberry banana and blue raspberry. There's also dragon fruit berry, which is delicioso, which is Spanish for delicious. Not only do we hydrate with Body Armor, it's also the best athletes in the world do, like Christian McCaffrey, Joe Burrow, Ronald Acuna Jr., CeeDee Lamb, and Bryce Young. And I would tell you this right now, and I'll say it with a straight face. I'll say it to Joey B himself. I don't care. No one on this planet Earth drinks more dragon fruit berry, yes, but also Body Armor in general than me. I think there's a real chance of that. I kind of started it kidding as an ad. I think there's a real chance that no one alive drinks more Body Armor than John Feitelberg does. That's a pretty cool thing to hang my hat on. Body Armor? Oh yeah, I'm full of it. My favorite, again, yeah, like I said, I'm doing the strict water a lot, but there's a dragon fruit berry, strawberry banana is crazy good. It is good for late night recordings, after the gym refueling, getting before the gym refueling, during the gym refueling, all of it, baby. I am full of it. Body Armor. Body Armor is available in stores nationwide, but you can head on over now to the Body Armor store on Amazon and get yours today.
What's up, guys? I apologize that I'm driving, so sound and angle not great. But any hoodles, I'm listening to the most recent episode, and Jackie just said that she pictures herself as Ronda Rousey, and I've just never related to anything more in my life. And I also, like, Jackie, we are really similar, and it freaks me out sometimes when you say stuff like the sheet thing, that you don't break sheets on your bed, because I've never, I always make my bed, it looks beautiful, I love having all the sheets on it and everything, and then I keep the comforter on, and I have a different blanket that I sleep on top of my bed in, and every once in a while, my skin feels right, that I'm like, I can get in the sheets tonight. We're gonna do it. It's weird. I don't get it either. Yeah, that and I think it was a few months ago, whatever, when Jackie said, I've never been in a fight, but I don't think anybody could beat me up. Something along those lines. Don't quote me. But
Jesus.
I have been in fights. I think it was a few months ago, whatever, when Jackie said, I've never been in a fight, but I don't think anybody could beat me up. Something along those lines. Don't quote me. But I have been in fights, but I have
Tat says so.
An irrational confidence in my fighting ability. Of, like, only when I'm angry. Like, I'm aware that I'm not some freak of nature fighter, and I absolutely could get beaten up, but when I'm angry and like in that certain mindset, absolutely not. I don't believe that anybody has the power to hurt me. I don't know. You got a fucked up brain, Jackie, but I have it too, so
It's just Jackie's speaking to the lady folks.
Jacked up Ronda Rousey edition is a good one. You should make a video and see how many girls out there have irrational confidence in their ability to fight or start shit.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, what would happen in controversy.
No, I love this girl for saying that she sees me, because I mean I know it's wrong.
What's the sheets thing?
It's actually like cum, where it's like
what? Whoa.
Well, sorry, but like, so, like, but I was just saying.
Slow down, girl.
When I like, I'll just think about it, like sheets too hard, and then I can't do it. Like this week, I decided I can't sleep in my sheets, so I sleep on the couch, and I don't know why.
Because you don't want to get your sheets dirty? I forget about this.
No, it's just, it's not even like a dirt thing. It's just like, I will sometimes just like, it get grossed out by the idea of sleeping in sheets, clean sheets.
This pales in comparison to the latest Jackie thing I forgot to talk about. Jackie wants to have a gender reveal party.
Yeah.
She's not pregnant.
You want it for yourself?
She's like, I just want to do it. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Well, I mean, I just want, like to cut into a cake or something and then be like surprised by the contents of the cake. Like I want like some thrill, I guess.
Inside of a cake.
Was this idea before or after your birthday party 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it was after, and I was like, that would have been a really good time to do
Yeah.
that. But like,
That would have been the best time of the year to have a cake.
I know, but then it was after, and it was too late. But
So what's something that we could surprise Jackie with a cake? She cuts it open and it is...
Does Jackie still have a job reveal?
It's just empty. It's a hollow cake. There's nothing in
green, red.
there. Yeah, you could do like...
We should have done that. We should have done that during the layoffs.
Yeah. Oh, that would have been
Jackie,
great.
we got you a cake. She's like, oh, thanks. And she cuts it and it's red.
Reds.
Or pink.
Yeah.
It's a pink slip. Get the fuck out of here.
I also like it's a little less funny now because I haven't got my period in a while. I'm kidding.
Let's have a gender real party for your baby.
Dude, I've been rewatching Veep and the when Amy gets pregnant and Selena Meyer tells her, I didn't spend my whole life fighting for a woman's right to choose, for you to choose this, okay?
Real life. Excellent.
That's not Jackie, you're allowed to have a baby if you want. I just think that's a funny line from Selena Meyer.
I'm gonna veto that, Jackie. You are not allowed to have a baby. We'll figure out something to surprise Jackie with a cake.
Yeah.
Maybe like, do you always get a tax return, Jackie? Do you always get money, or have you sometimes had to pay?
I
Probably
usually
always
have to
get
pay.
money. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's not right. Usually
I
when
know.
you're
I
young,
think I'm doing it wrong.
yeah, I think you are too. Because usually when you're like young and single, you should be getting money back.
I'm for sure doing it wrong. I'm ghosting my accountant right now.
You need to talk to your accountant.
Nah, she's always texting me about stuff.
That's why you're ghosting her.
Yeah,
You're
I'm like,
bothering me
dude,
too
I'm
much.
not fucking doing this. Leave me alone. I lie to my accountant all the time. I'm like, yeah, I paid taxes.
It's cool lie, bro. Cool joke. You really showed her.
That one will never catch up with me.
Hey, I tell my accountant.
I lie to
pay
my
taxes
accountant more
when
than I lie to
don't.
anybody else alive. I lie to my accountant all the time.
That's like I lie to every therapist I've ever talked to. Every
Dude,
single one of them.
Dude, my accountant right now thinks I'm up to date on my taxes.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Something is so psychologically wrong with us. That's crazy by you, dude.
Nuts.
Like you were just kicking the can down the
It is
road, but
nuts,
it's just
dude.
like, why?
I don't feel like dealing with it. My accountant doesn't even know I got to lean on my money. She doesn't even know. She's got no idea. My accountant is none the wiser to my finances. I'm doing a good job hiding them from her.
It is so crazy. All right, next voicemail.
Sup, folks? Question for you. What's something that you don't trust? For me, it's horses. I don't understand why people look at a gigantic horse and think, oh, I should just hop right on and start galloping away. It's like, no, you should run away. That is a beast. That thing is a behemoth, and it could kill you.
I like that. This guy, he had a voicemail last week. I think it was good.
Yeah.
He's
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I don't
Yeah.
trust horses.
I think pets in general are a little bit wacky. That like, again, I think cats and dogs are the only pets you're allowed to have. Everything else beyond that is weird. Like just people are like, let's just bring these things inside to the house. It's just fucking weird.
Yeah.
I guess when you're like dogs, you're hunting back in the day, and they would have like value, but the fact that it's like, we'll just let this thing live inside, it's gonna cause a whole lot of problems. We're gonna have to pick up its shit. We're gonna have to feed it every day. The hair is gonna be everywhere. But like, we'll get to rub it. We get to like rub it, and go like, oh, you're cute. That'll be worth it, right? It's like, why do we do this?
Dude, you talking about dogs outside just reminded me of one of my buddies. I don't know if I've told this story, but he went to Ireland for a golf trip. He got fucked up and joined a country club over there.
Yes.
So now he has to go to like make it.
He didn't just like cancel it.
No. He's a member of this country club in Ireland, and so he's always being like, not always, but occasionally like, we should go golf. I'm like,
In Ireland?
on the Cape? He's like, no. And so in order to inspire himself to go more. It's like, this is a tale about throwing money at dead money.
Yeah, for real.
He is going to buy a cottage in Ireland. And I was like, dude, this is crazy.
This guy's gonna move to Ireland just to golf there.
I'm like, in my head, I'm like, this is crazy. But obviously, I'm all for it.
Crazy like a fox.
And he's like, dude, the cottage comes with sheep. And I was like, wait.
That's a good thing.
I was like, wait, that's kind of sick. And he's like, yeah, bro. Have you ever seen a sheepdog herd sheep? Have you ever watched something do exactly what it was put on this earth to do? And I was like, that's fucking beautiful. Buy that cottage, bro. like you are a fool if you don't buy that cottage. He's like, guess what? There's a second cottage right next door also for sale. And I was like, guess what? I got some tax shit to work out, but then I only got tax shit to work out. I'm becoming an Irish citizen.
I'm gone. What else don't you trust?
Yeah, no, I'm like kind of gonna do that.
Sell your Noonan property to buy one in
if I bought a cottage in Ireland, you guys would never hear from me again.
Yeah, see you later.
Yeah, I can't get a cottage in Ireland for the same reason I can't get a gun. I'll use it. What was it? Yeah, I definitely don't trust horses. I remember when I was in Portugal in a horse. Oh, actually, I talked about this trip just the other day when we were talking about dressage. They took us out, took us through the horse stables, and the horse was like in its stable. And they're like, "Do you want us to bring it out?" I was like, "Absolutely fucking not." It's scary being in a horse stable.
Yeah, they're
in a barn.
Dude. Yeah.
They're so big, and I was like, "No, keep that thing fucking." In fact, more locks, put some chains on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is easy. I've talked about mine before. I do not trust expiration dates. They're lies. Take it from me.
You're a picture of health. You're never getting food poisoning or anything.
It is crazy that probably the strongest belief I have in this world is that all expiration dates are lies and the food's fine. And I regularly get food poisoning.
All the time.
And I don't see a correlation between the two.
Bro,
dude, just like 2 nights ago, I had milk, and when you take the top off, it's like kind of crusted around, and you're like, that's not good. I bowl cereal.
You're fucking disgusting.
It's fine. By the way, best cereal combo, because I'm eating it right now. What do you think the two are? If you could compare it,
you got to give me like a hint.
Oh no, I'm just asking what your opinion is. What are your two?
I don't really like to mix, so
I'm a mixie. I am by cereal.
What I like to do is I get Rice Krispies and I buy a bag of marshmallows. So I guess I do actually, but I just make my own Lucky Charms basically, but with Rice Krispies instead of like.
Are they hardened marshmallows or regular marshmallows?
They're like Lucky Charms. Yeah, and then
freeze dried.
Add however much you want, you know.
I don't like Lucky Charms, so that makes my teeth hurt and my nipples hard.
Fucking gay.
Jackie, what's your combo? Or do you like cereal? I was gonna broadly ask, do girls like cereal? I feel like cereal's a guy thing.
No, you know what girls like?
Cereal's for bros.
That's like good cereal is for
girls like sushi. Guys like cereal.
Guys like
Cheerios. Girls love Cheerios.
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like the kind of Cheerios are good. Honey Nut Cheerios I fuck with, but like. Guys, the good ones are for the homies. The ones like Special K and like Almond Crunch and shit like that. That's for the girls.
Well, I mean, I fuck with some grape nuts sometimes. I fuck with
that's the gayest thing about it.
I love Raisin Bran Crunch.
That's okay. That one's okay.
The
Raisin Bran
Special
Crunch.
K with the freeze dried strawberries, good, really good.
Mm.
One of the
I mean,
best.
I'm sure they're good, but it's for chicks.
Have you tried O's?
O's?
Yeah, they're like they're like O's, and
I suspect.
I don't know how to describe them. They're like honey. They're like
honey crazy like they're O's. They're shaped like pots of gold.
They're like Cheerios. I don't know how to describe them, but some people know them.
Are you describing Honey Nut Cheerios?
I know,
they're like O's.
You know,
they're
O's?
circles. They're honey.
There's like a bee on the cover.
Yeah.
No. They're O's.
But it's Frosted Mini Wheats and Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I am racking that up right now.
I could see that.
I'm eating it like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, man. I love getting on a kick like that.
Yeah.
I think I
can't wait to get home right
I think
now.
I just got over my taco phase. I think
was a couple years in the making.
Yeah, I think it was 2 solid years. 2
More
solid
than
years.
that. Did it start in the pandemic? No, that was Philly cheesesteaks.
No, you're right. It was, but I took a break and now I got back on them. So it's probably 2 years. And like if you include that, like 3, 4.
It's a long time.
Crazy. Bro, my eyes fucked. I'm so tired. I am so out of gas right now. It fucking sucks a dick. I am gonna die soon. My body's just gonna say no.
Well, at least we don't have Surviving Barstool next week.
Oh, God. It's gonna kick my ass. I keep thinking about this though, but like there's so many, like, we're gonna get like voted out on like Tuesday. And okay, whatever. I slept in the office for one night.
Bro, I'm not even bringing a bag.
So I can just live here.
You laughed harder at that than I thought you would. I'm not bringing a bag.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna bring my toothbrush, but
Yeah.
what do I need? Sleep in here.
You should bring some underpants.
I guess I'll bring underwear. All right, I'll bring a backpack.
Yeah. All right, next voicemail. There's better ones. I can't think of anything right now. There's better things about that I don't trust. I just can't think right now.
Women.
For sure, women. For sure, women. For sure. Doctors.
Hey, KFC, Fights,
Oh,
Brad, Jack,
great.
and the whole gang. So I was
woman.
thinking about bank accounts and how they're literally just numbers on a computer. And
Don't trust
why
bank
can't they
accounts.
just add a couple digits to mine?
Yeah.
They're really not backed by much. I know they're supposed to be backed by gold or whatever, but I just feel like that's not a thing anymore. And so then I started thinking about how can I hack into my bank account and maybe change a couple of those numbers. And so my question to you is, if there was a 50% chance that you would get away with it, how much money would you try to hack into your account and put into your account? The caveat is the bigger amount you steal, the more severe the consequences. So if you're just going to say 50% chance I get away with adding $300 to my account, and you probably just have to pay $600 if you get caught, you double it. So would you do it, if you had a 50% chance of making it out? And then how much would you risk? All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
It's a good question. It's either 0 or a shitload. It's not. I'm not at 3. I'm not at a fucking
$300
authentic Bruins jersey to my account.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's either $0.
How much do you think you could get away with? I mean, realistically, if if you don't get audited, you don't have to pay taxes.
Yeah,
you don't have to do a lot of shit.
Right.
If you get caught, you're fucked. But it's not like you can't. There's you can't eat until you pay your taxes. You can just live your life and not do it.
Yeah.
And just roll the dice, and you might get away with it. Sometimes I'm actually, the government is does not really work well, but when you think about it, it does. The fact that they will catch you if you don't pay taxes, and there's 400 million people in the country. That's pretty fucking crazy. It's probably 100 million working people, and they got
No, it's way more than that. Oh no, because I was thinking for my kids. And
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
So they keep track of 100 million people's business, and they'll get you.
I remember I have an account that I have no money in, and there's I think my
It's called your
interest-
savings account.
Yeah. and
And your checking.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta pay rent today. Fuck. Jackie, when I get up, please remind me to pay rent. I'm late all the time. I paid rent September 20th last month.
So the 4th is not so bad.
Yeah, well, it's due by the 4th, so I'm already late. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, last tax season, my mom got my whatever it's called from that account, and it was she's make sure you tell your accountant about this. And I was like, it's $1.23 is like what I made from this account this year.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And she's like, these are the ones they get you on.
Right.
Like,
They
these
flag
are the
and they
easy
look at
ones to
everything else.
check.
Yeah.
So I guess that's not even really the government. It's like the bank talent snitching, fucking motherfuckers. But I would probably go. I don't know. I really don't know. I think I'd probably just go 0.
You just wouldn't try it all.
I don't think so. I'd stick to what's gotten me this far. It's not worth the risk. Cause like, I forget who I was talking about this the other day. We're like,
Depends on what the punishment is.
well, the punishment's you got to pay double.
Yeah, but she made that up, right?
Well, yeah, but it's
Yeah.
the whole question.
Well, at first, no, but she said that like hypothetical, like in the beginning, it was just like, whatever. Because like in the real world, like if you evade your taxes and they catch you, you just pay them. Like I had to pay $120,000 fucking dollars because my idiot accountant from a few years ago just was like not doing the job right, and it was stacking up every year.
That's how I'm gonna talk about my account when I get caught.
And it was a genuine like I didn't know this was going on. This is how this is what I mean. Like I don't think the government knows whether that was malicious or whether I was just being an idiot.
Yeah.
Or they don't know, and I don't think they care. They're like, get the money right, and you're good. But I could have been embezzling $120,000 over the last few years and been like, I'm using this money, you know?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? So it's like, in my mind, I know it was harmless, but like to them, they would have no idea whether it was harmless or not. And I don't know.
That's why I didn't know credit card debt counted as debt, because it's like. It's harmless. I'll get you back.
Yeah. But
I thought to get a debt, you had to like sign stuff and talk to somebody, and be like,
that is painfully stupid.
like
holy shit,
dude,
that is the dumbest thing you and maybe anybody has ever.
I thought
said.
you had to like put on a suit. And,
you
like, go to the
thought
bank.
you had to like declare debt.
Like no.
Michael Scott shit?
Like you had like I had to go to the bank and be like, look, I need some money, and they'd be like, all right, we'll let you borrow $20,000.
Okay, you thought it had to be a loan.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of what credit cards are.
Yeah, but it's an informal loan. It's like when you talk to your boy, like, let me get $10, and he's like, I got you. Like, it's not a loan. Like, I'm gonna get you back.
Right.
That's how I feel about.
But he's like,
credit
yeah,
card debts.
you know, I'll give you 10. You got to give me back 12.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah. Wait, what?
That's called interest.
No, I know, but I'm not gonna figure it out right now. So
That's what it is. It's like I'll give you $10 now.
No, I know, but I guess
But
I just
you
don't.
gotta
I
give me
still
back.
don't get it. Like
Why?
So on my credit card debt right now, I'm being every month.
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Like usually it's like 20% APR, and I think that's like 20% over a year. So like each month is divided by 12. That percentage is accruing.
I'm gonna get mad real quick.
Because it's like, you know, that money. If you borrow money from me, I could have had that money in a bank account.
Okay.
Earning interest.
This is crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just paying that a month for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to fix this. I gotta stop going to Rome. I am like the dumbest person alive, obviously, but like I've been living my life for 3 years now. Like everything's free. All right, I gotta hunker down.
It's time to make some changes.
That's crazy. I'm paying rent twice a month.
Yeah, it's probably pretty high, I would imagine.
Okay.
I mean, you got to look at
That's
your
such a big number.
You got to look at your.
I'm paying that monthly.
You got to look at your deal. Like some credit cards have a lower rate than others. Some of them are like, if you want a higher limit, you get a different rate, and if you want more perks, you get a lower rate. You know, all this shit. But
I didn't do any of that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Okay. $0. $0.
All right, let's end on that. All right, big thanks for watching. If you made it through this whole episode, that means you should be subscribed. There's so many of you out there who watch and don't subscribe, so make sure you are a KFC Radio subscriber. Make sure you get all the content when it drops. Click that button now.
I have 9 fingers. I'm still subscribed. It's that easy.